have Rishi, Sankhe, and Advay Pradhan. Book Depot, digital platform for exchange of used books and course materials.
Yeah. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Dear judges and teachers, a very good afternoon to all of you. I'm Rishi and this is my friend Advay, and we are both from grade 9 here at Bangalore International School. Welcome to Book Depot.
Let me first explain the idea to you. Our idea is to provide a digital marketplace for the buying and selling of used books. Research shows that the Indian education system is one of the largest in the world, with around 1.5 million schools and over 250 million students studying in them. Every year, each one of them moves on to a higher grade, and there's a need for them to buy books for the new grade as well as sell older books from previous grades. Up until now, this exchange was often hastily carried out by parents in temporary WhatsApp groups. Our app solves this by bringing buyers and sellers from all around India onto one common platform, which eases the transaction process.
So what are the problems that our app aims to tackle? So firstly, new books are expensive, which we all know, and we say this from personal experience. Secondly, old books are not easily accessible, which makes it harder to actually find the books and get them. And thirdly, there's too much of price negotiation between the buyer and seller, which ruins the entire experience. So the proposed solutions are that we are going to allow users to buy old books at only 1/3 the actual price of the book. We will also allow the user to order old books from all across India, so it will provide a wider market. And thirdly, there'll be no price negotiation, which means that all the books will be bought and sold at only 33% of the original MRP. And the buyer will have no option to negotiate with the seller, which will give mental peace to both the sides.
Large progress has been made in Book Depot in the previous few months. Large amounts of research and hard work has gone into creating a database for all nearly 1,500 different textbooks from various boards such as CBSE, ICSE, IGCSE, and SSE from grade 1 all the way through grade 12. A lot of time and effort has gone into locating accurate prices and images of the cover page to be used in our database. And this SWOT analysis is fairly self-explanatory, and we'll just be skimming over it.
So next is the detailed process flow. So basically what happens is that first the seller will have to choose the book from the drop downs and then upload the book for purchase along with its images. Then the buyer will choose this book and then he will place an order. As soon as the order is placed, alert will go to the seller to confirm the availability of the books on the app. And upon confirmation, the buyer will have to make a payment, which is 33% of the original amount of the book, original price of the book, along with courier charges. Once the buyer receives the book, the buyer will have to confirm if he has received the right book only for the seller to actually receive the money in his account. We are also doing tie-ups with Razorpay to facilitate the financial transactions and also national level tie-ups with courier services. So in this entire transaction, out of the 33%, only 31.5% will be received by this seller, whereas the balance 1.5% will be our commission. And on an overall, the entire out of the entire transaction, of approximately 4.5% will be at the commission of commission received by us.
So we have four main sources of earning revenue. Firstly, we will be earning a 4.5% commission on each and every transaction. Secondly, we plan to run ads on the app to generate revenue once we have reached a certain number of registered users. Thirdly, we plan to take a cut from the courier earned revenue due to the business that we provide to them. And lastly, we also plan to expand our horizons into graduation, postgrad, medical, engineering, and other forms of advanced education course material. Upon clearing the exam, people often want to sell unneeded books with minimal effort. Through the use of our app, we will bridge this gap. We're also looking at doing tie-ups with schools where they promote it as a green initiative, and we share the profits with the school. With the appropriate marketing effort, this project can achieve success.
This last slide is basically some images of our prototype, and please look at them, judges. Thank you.
Okay, very interesting. Again, somehow I feel like this is a problem that we've heard about, whether it's uniforms or books, and I never see it solved at all. Like, my kids as well, and we're just talking about the fact that it's just not been, I don't think it's been addressed. I think that one thought I would give you is perhaps tying up with the schools, and you mentioned it at the end, and getting them to get the parents to do it. I think that this year, Cathedral is now pushing people to send their books back, and I'm not exactly sure what they're going to do with it once they get them back. I think they're intending on making them available to the next year. But I think if they had a platform and you guys went to the schools and encouraged them, because otherwise your acquisition costs of users might just be challenging to get the word out with everybody, to get them to list it and all of that. And I don't know that, I don't know if did you find that people are actually looking to make money back on this, or is it more that they just want to get rid of it somehow and and move on?
No, we last year when we were shifting grades, like from going from grade 8 to grade 9, we saw that it was very hard to actually buy books because the price was a lot. So many people created WhatsApp groups to actually like buy books from other people, and then most people wanted to actually sell the books even though for like a very minimal price, so that they got some amount of profit. But yeah, people. So we have also conducted surveys which shows that people actually want to sell books, and and want to receive some profit on selling books instead of just keeping them at home without having any purpose of keeping them.
Got it. Okay. I mean, I think your easiest channel of customer acquisition is probably through the schools, and so I would maybe focus a little on that and see if you can get them to encourage people too. But beyond that, I think it's interesting to see. I think you have the challenge of quality of books and whether or not people have maintained it. I have 2 kids, and they may not always have maintained the books in the best state. So I think that that's something to just be aware of when you have a fixed price on everything. You might get some issues with that, but interesting idea.
Hey guys, I think great presentation. Just a couple of thoughts. With respect to when you're thinking of targeting early stage school books, it's very important that proper hygiene is maintained in the particular books, because even parents are wary of the fact that who has had the book and their children would be using these particular books. So definitely that aspect needs to be taken care of. Although with respect to the margins, I mean, I am very skeptical about the margins that you guys would be making on these particular books. 4.5% to 5% is not a margin which will help you sustain, especially if you're looking to basically have your own app. And as Sandeep mentioned, the customer acquisition will be a killer if you were to go looking at acquiring customers through marketing and whatnot. Definitely tying up with schools is great, but again, my thought is that they would want to have books which are fresh. Engineering, definitely, when you go up to engineering and above, once you clear your 12th and whatnot, the higher education and undergrad is where your main target segment is, because that is where people are okay using old books. I'll tell you that during my time at BITS Pilani from 2002 to 2006, I used to pick books from my seniors. But the biggest challenge for you, even in that market, is that most of the seniors used to give books for free, because they would have got the books for free from their seniors. But of course, with that comes the changes in the books, the editions that are basically that come out in the market, so on and so forth. So there are different challenges, but if you address them properly with giving the right kind of incentive to the users, I think that will be very helpful. Where are you guys with the development of the app? Have you guys built an app already, or?
Yeah, our app is ready. Only we're just starting to promote the app, and we are using means of social media as mentioned in the previous slide. And yeah, we hope that in the next few months, the number of users will increase, especially considering that now is the time when people usually change grades and require newer books. So we are hoping that the number of users will shoot up in the coming months.
So totally get it. Just one last question. Your app will be entirely seasonal, because admission season just happens once a year from one particular month to another. What are you going to do with respect to the other part of the year? Are you planning to have some kind of content which the users will be engaged with you? Have you thought about that?
Yeah, we have actually thought about that. We have had concerns of it might be seasonal, but then what we thought was, first we are just starting out on educational books. So apart from school books, that we'd also be allowing people to sell books from exams that take place throughout the entire year. Different exams. And if the app actually takes off, we are actually considering to expect to different types of books, even normal books, just in case, so that it reduces the problem of it being seasonal.
Got it. Hey, so one quick thing, this is something that we thought of as a business plan as well at some point was, and this relates to almost books of children, which are from infant to almost 4 to 5 years of age. I think that is where the market is, because they get so many books, parents want to get as many books for them. So that is something that you should definitely consider. I mean, they don't want to invest a lot of money, and parents are okay getting used books for infants because they know somewhere or the other it will be torn. They are just trying to educate the children through graphics or whatnot. So I think that is something you guys should definitely go after.
Yeah, we'll definitely consider that. Thank you.
That's it. Great.